All right, I had to start over. The audio, I get tired of fixing this shit, but sometimes with um, screen flow is that the audio will get corrupted from the computer audio, so I kind of have to get it to kind of reverb onto the fucking mic, which kind of causes it to sound very dim. But we'll roll with it. Fuck. Put this upload to the max as possible. There we go.
Hello, beautiful people. I took yesterday off since it was the end of my 30-day live challenge. And now I'm back today with another video. And this video is for my black, lovely ladies who want to get married. I've been having these conversations lately, and I also taught in Divine Dating Workshop with Bliss last week. We did a 3-hour Q&A in the Divine Dating Workshop, and I'm going to take my time with this video today. I'm not going to rush because there are some very key points that I need to make. I said some things inside of the Divine Dating Workshop as women were asking me questions that I realized there were some main key points that I have not probably said publicly, but I was saying them inside of class.
Yeah, how can I find that?
And I could tell some of them were really shocked by some of the things that I had to say. One of those things being, and now this video is going to need to come with a couple of warning labels, because I'm sure it's going to trigger some of you. Some of you are not going to want to hear what I have to say.
I already know. Like even if I didn't know what I already know now, I already know where it's going to lead to. Black men ain't shit. We're not competing as hard as we should be compared to other races of men. Women are leading the charge, and we're not. We're failing to keep up with it. We're too sassy, black men at least. We're too damn sassy on the internet. We talk a big game about how men should lead, but we don't lead by example. And we're mommy's boys. We don't have our shit together. And if we're not gay, we wish to be women and all that shit.
But let's just remember, I'm married. Okay? Been married.
Doesn't necessarily mean that she's a good wife, but, you know, she's married. But, okay. But it took this long. So, I don't know how you're going to kind of convince guys that we should be waiting on women in their damn 40s to drop the knee. But, you know, if you want to wait that long versus being a passport bro or going SYSBM, if you want to wait for a B-dub to be 40 so she can be marriage material, that's on you.
Couple times, okay? I know what it is to get married, attract a husband, date someone, convert, court, get engaged, be married, right? So I'm going to take my time. 1, I have gotten in trouble before for saying black women who want to exclusively marry black men. We are in the middle of a crisis.
Now, granted, I did do a video talking about the so-called crisis with black boys lacking mentorship that actually leads to jobs, and how a lot of programs for black boys are only behavior programs and not programs that are as advanced or as well funded as black girl programs. Take for instance Black Girl Code, which has chapters all over the United States and even one in South Africa. Black Boy Code is actually a Canadian nonprofit organization, to where pretty much 99% of its chapters are in Canada, and black boys only get one chapter from them in Atlanta. I can kind of guarantee you that most boys don't know what to do during the summer. if they are not able to get work during that time. And this is where you have black boys especially being the most reckless during the summer, to where we see an uptick in violence, theft, and other crime. There's no funding, there's no programs for black boys. And because black women have been neglecting this for decades, they're now upset and mad that black boys are supposedly, at least according to them, are not on their level, are not competing, and aren't marriage material.
Black men are in crisis. And anybody who denies that black men are in crisis is ignoring the data, the science, the research, the statistics. It is not a figment of your imagination that there are not enough eligible black men to marry. You are not imagining that. It is real. By the time, and like I said, I'm going to take my time with this. By the time you take that black people are only 11% of the population, black men being half of that 11%, by the time you remove the gay men,
Ding, 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 ding. Didn't I tell you that they would be the number one complaint?
by the time you remove the mass incarceration, that when you see the populations of the...
Stop it. It's not like black men are getting life sentences. And it's not like seeing a black man is a fucking rarity. You can literally go outside and find plenty of black men. So let's not bullshit and pretend that black men are like these unicorns or a Bigfoot phenomenon. Black men are common. So let's stop acting like all these niggas are going to jail and they're locked up for life. That is not what's happening. And there's a huge difference between jail and prison.
Prisons, and it is predominantly black men that are... These prisons are full of black men. Full. At an exponential rate compared to our percentage of society. We're only 11% of the population.
That's because women, especially black women, literally get lighter sentences. You can literally see black women can literally be accessories to a crime or to a murder, and they can literally get 3 months, not 3 months, probably like 3 years of prison time, and they can actually get out if for good behavior probably within a couple months. That's why you guys trying to act like princesses and all this shit is a joke, because you guys can literally get away with murder.
The prisons are full of black men.
All right, okay, fine. You got me in a motherfucking mood. You got me in a motherfucking mood. Black men in prison. So, all right. So we got the prison. Okay. See, so okay, look. So for 2020, they aren't convicted. Okay. Kind of a little confusing to kind of comprehend, but you know, we still having the issue of comparing drug offenses to violent crimes. All right. I want to break down by race. Key statistics. The percentage of black Americans in the... So the black population is... The percentage of black people in prison are 30%. What? Just 38%. This is what is basically a third, or no, almost almost a quarter. Oh, not a quarter. Fucking, not even close to 50%. The arrest rate for black versus white Americans is okay. So, but we get arrested. Wow, we get arrested. Damn, 3 times as much per the capita of 100K. Number of percentage of people on probation are 30%. So the percentage of black Americans in general, 13, 38. Granted, it's just saying people who are black, so it's not saying black men, but I'll probably say within that 38%, I'll probably say 60, probably like 60 to 80% are black men. Fuck. So that's just black people. So I need something that is specifically on black men. But even still, 38 is not that bad. It's just that as a black man, as a black person, you're more likely to get arrested and go to prison, go to jail. I forgot which one's shorter, jail or prison. I think jail. So you kind of have to know the difference to understand jail and prison. But we are more likely to be arrested, and I didn't even know it was that fucking bad, to where we're 3 times more likely to be arrested than white men or white people. Crazy. But I need this. It's kind of I really need to find this. I probably have to do like a very thorough research on black men in prison within the 2020s, because really I got into the point where I'm fucking tired of this bullshit excuse that black men. I keep getting black people. Why? I think they're really doing this because they know that it's low. It's low. I feel like that's why they hodgepodge that. You would think it would be easier to find. Okay, but this look old. This is like 91. But yeah, the black. Okay, and this is by a white woman. So here, the incarceration rate of black men in the United States has been dropping after reaching a high in 2001. Yet the rate of black U.S. men are in prison is still many times that of the white and more than double of the Hispanic male population, showing huge racial disparities in the criminal justice system. So, according to the Bureau of Justice Statistics, 1,807 black men per 100,000 were held in state or federal prison in the U.S. during 2021 after sentenced. This number doesn't include people in county jails or pretrial confinement. Okay, but again, that's really not even that much. That's like really a 1%. Kind of. Not. Oh. Yeah. So again, if only 1,000 black men are really just kind of going to jail, and let's just say it's double for county. Let's just say double for county. I also want to know how many black men are presented innocent, which is something we need to also factor in. Look, okay, it's going down. See, it's going down. Even even B-dubs are going down, and that's so what is really going on in America? Crazy, huh? So granted, it's not saying that there's only 1,000 black men are in jail currently. No, it's per the 100,000. So even with that, it's still a low number. So black men are not as invisible as Rebecca Lynn Pope is trying to claim. And this is someone who is supposedly educated, right? This is someone who is supposedly a doctor. I think she's a doctor in whatever field, or it could be her husband that's the doctor. But again, I hate that black women get away with this shit of still talking as if we're still in the 90s or we're still under this ridiculous crime wave. In reality, and this is what's frustrating, is that as a black man, our statistics, our negative statistics, pretty much last a lifetime. To where people could be still quoting and looking up 90s and early 2000s crime records and then trying to pin it on us, and it's like, oh, this is a new generation. This is a new generation. You can't really compare us to the Gen X crime wave or whatever. But but there's always some dumb bitch. There's always some ignorant professor who's trying to sell wolf tickets of trying to say that the mass incarceration rate didn't go down since the 90s. It's the same as the 90s. It's like that's not true. And people will still believe that, there's more niggas in jail than in college. Like, come on, damn well that's not fucking true at all.
Take out the men who are already married. You take out the men who are on the down low, gay, pretending to be straight, but ain't.
Stop it. Stop acting like females don't know that these dudes are gay. I already did the down low litmus test videos last year, and I already broke that down. And black women know that these dudes are questioning or bi. It's the fact that they ignore it because there's an insecurity that they have that they can't let a guy who they find attractive be gay. So they risk it. They ignore it. So I'm not trying to hear some shit about, especially when women are like knowingly linking up with dudes who intentionally go to prison or get popularity or street respect, street cred for going to prison or doing risky behavior, and you are not thinking about, his behavior in prison. That's on your ignorance.
Going to marry a woman, or if they do, they're bearding, faking, fronting, whatever.
Why are you so perplexed by that?
Inside of the still group of eligible black men in the dating pool, you still now, under heterosexual black men who are not married and who are not gay and who are not in prison, are still going to be your gold-toothed, pants-sagging.
That's a fucking myth. That's a fucking myth. If you are running to these little circles to where it's niggas in the corner, and 9 times out of 10, Those niggas in the corner are the niggas going to jail, or the down low niggas, or the niggas that can't read and write or whatever. You can't charge that and say that they're good men and bad men at the same time. So miss me with that bullshit.
Who have 0 cents, that's still inside of that number. Black men
No, it's not.
have come at me when I say there's not enough eligible men, and they push back at me. But one of the things I realized
the thing is this. Black men are tired of the two-facism that black women have, to where you expect black men to do the X, Y, and Z, and then when they do that shit, you don't do a follow-up. And I'm saying this too. I said in another video, I always wanted to do a social experiment to where I asked B-dubs, black women, what do you think the nerd that y'all made fun of is doing now? What do you think he's doing? And if you saw that, okay, I'll be like, okay, if you saw the potential in him then, why didn't you stay with him? Why didn't you get with him? Oh, okay. You was afraid of what people think. Oh, okay, that's why you're single. Oh, that's why you're single mom too. Okay. Yeah. These women choose their own misery.
good black men is that you don't realize that, first of all, there's not a gazillion more like you. I've noticed this even with my husband. There's a lack of awareness around what is eligible and the availability of black men. My husband thinks so many men are just like him, that there's just...
Maybe there are. I wouldn't be surprised, shit, if he was raised right, if he knows, you know, his circles are he probably has good circles. And he can probably go anywhere that he wants to and actually see men for who they are, because he is a man. You can't see the black woman can't see a man for who he is, or for him being a man, because they're always worrying about whether if he's tall enough or if he can throw it down. That's really all they care about. And if you don't look like you can throw it down, and if you don't look like you're tall, they won't even consider you a black man at that. That's why his goggles are different than her goggles. So I would be wrong to say that your husband's point of view is wrong or mistaken. It's really you. Because I know black women like you, even if they're not as educated as you, Miss Pope. I know women just like you.
Really a bunch of Carrie Popes running around that are solid, hard-working, intelligent, marriage material.
Y'all don't want those dudes. You guys do not want those dudes. Those guys are boring, lame. And really, truth be honest, you guys really don't even want to do wifely shit. You will do wifely shit for the competition of a man if he's trying to get with another woman. You know, once you see competition between other women, now you want to apply wifely duties as a side piece. Like, this is the problem with women. Like, I thought Kerrigan was delusional, because in her mind, every black woman was like some kind of aristocratic, you know, Southern belle black woman who, you know, is well educated, is in high circles, and it's like, bitch, like, no, they're not like that. They're not as bougie as you. They didn't get saved like a white man like you. That's not what's happening.
Mature, grown men who want to be responsible and want to build a family. And I'm like, Carrie Pope, no. So ladies, by the time you take out the rappers, the gold teeth, the sagging pants, the young ones who just ain't even ready for marriage, now you got a whole other demographic of black men who have sworn off black women. Whole movements created.
SYSBM, Passport Bros, I Be More.
To completely giving up on black women.
not.
Oh, not all of black men, but there's a percentage of black men who feel that way. And
you might as well just say most. And I've said this before, man. The black men who are like strongly pro dating black women are really just dating black women out of pity. And a lot of people don't like hearing that shit, but it's the truth. It's out of pity. It's out of this. It's out of a fear of seeing their mothers lose again. You know, if black men really had like a passport and really exercised the options that they truly should have, these dudes would be going to fucking Ireland, Tibet, Japan, Korea, Brazil, Chile, Mexico, Russia, Spain, Italy. Like they wouldn't even see you. They might even skip over you to get with African women, or maybe women from the islands or whatever. You guys really don't know how skippable you guys are.
This daggone gender wars on social media, and all the men who are beefing in, they've been hurt by 2 black women in their life, and now they're writing off all black women. And black women don't do that.
I mean, the thing is, you guys write off educated lames. You guys write off non-select dudes really with ease. And you guys really don't even give a fuck about it. And then you guys complain about men are socially inept and black men aren't doing the XYZ. And we, the non-select guys who are doing the work, we're just sitting back like why did you turn us down again? Oh, it was because I wasn't 6'2". Okay, I remember now. Okay.
Black women been dogged by black men, drugged by black men, completely ran over and heartbroken by black men, but still.
But the thing is with those women is that they had sex with those dudes. The dudes that were hurt, they didn't get the sex. Hell, they probably didn't even get a relationship out of it. So it's an apples to orange argument. The reason is that black women are solely sexually attracted to black men. Black men have options to where they're not even obligated to even have sexual, to be sexually to only want black women. Black men have no problem going SYSBM. They have no problem dating out. Even if they're in HBCUs, they have no problem, and they're fucking honest about it. So don't use this shaming tactic that black women can be killed, ran over, hurt, beat up, and abused and still love black men. That's because they have nowhere to fucking go. It's Stockholm Syndrome. It's Stockholm Syndrome because there's no other man that can lay down the pipe better than the ADOS black man. So they can't run off to some Asian dude. They can't run off to some Latino dude. They can't run off to a white man or whatever. Because the black dick, the black sex is something that is addictive. It is something that drives them insane. And what drives them even more insane is that they're losing control over black men. So now it's the fact that the sex is good, but they can't even control these men. It creates this problem. Black men, on the other hand, we can just say "fuck you, bitches," and we can literally leave America.
Give up on black men. Black men, on the other hand, whole demographic of black men just giving up on black women. There are Facebook groups.
Yeah, because did you ask if those guys were non-select? Let me write it up in there. Cause I think this really needs to be put there. Yes, 6, 25, 27. Did you ask if those black men who gave up on black women were select non-select or wanted in the community. If not, that explains why they can easily not think twice or give a damn about giving black women a chance, giving black women a second chance when nine times out of 10 the lame guy didn't get the draws. So he goes elsewhere with ease. Meanwhile, black women have no options outside of black men because they do not believe that other races of men can lay down the pipe as good as us black men. Alright, cool. So let me just make sure proofread it. I don't want to sound stupid. So I put down at the 627 mark. Did you ask if those black men who gave up on black women were non-select? I think I proofread this. Were non-select or wanted in the community? Let me put in the black community. In the black community. If not, that explains why they can easily not think twice and give up. I'll probably say not think twice and not give a damn. Not think twice or give a damn about giving black women second chances. When 9 times out of 10, the lame guy didn't get the draws. So he goes elsewhere with ease. Meanwhile, black women have no options outside of black men because they cannot believe that other races. Well, I would say they do not believe. Rather, they cannot. They do not believe that other races of men can lay down the pipe as good as us.
Black men who are dedicated to hurting black men who want to blame black women for all their problems, as if a white woman or a Latino woman, somebody who don't want you, by the way, are going to deal with your shenanigans.
That's false. That's false. We already had videos on TikTok and on social media proving that foreign women love black men. Granted, this is not saying that every foreign woman wants a black man, but we are in demand, we are wanted, and we are accepted. So black women can do the finger point and try to pick out one little Asian bitch that didn't want a black man or did a black man wrong. It's not the majority. Just like you guys hate being the majority when we talk about single mothers. Because you can't run the no options game with us. You don't have options as a black woman. Hell, you can even go gay and you still wouldn't have options.
Even higher standards. Because their culture raises them to have higher standards.
Actually, their culture raises them to be not really say partners, but to be cooperative and exchange. So yes, a black man, and the thing is that what's surprising is that the black men that do go out or SYSBM or Passport Bro, they're actually playing the whole way. They're paying the whole way. They're giving her the soft life. Now it would have been interesting to see black men take black women here and go out the country, and then you have an expat family. But do black women really want to give up the luxuries of America in this economic turmoil? Hell no. Gases can be raised to $5 a gallon, and black women will still expect you to pay $100, and expect men to pay $100, and they just sit around going on girls trips. That's how much they think of you. They just want you to be a workhorse and die on the field, and then hope to collect a check.
Women. So you gotta step up in order to even date a white.
Those guys are dating with ease. There's no. I don't see no guys complaining about, oh my God, these Asian women standards, they're crazy. These white girl standards are crazy. Who was it? Is it Bill Gates or fucking? Isn't like Bill Gates' daughter dating a black man, and this dude is a regular nigga. Let me see something. And you're talking as if black boys don't have options. That's what is it? Is it Bill Gates' daughter, boyfriend? And you're literally saying that black boys have no options. This dude could be working at Popeyes for all I fucking care, and he's look at his smile. You couldn't even get that on a black woman. And you know, I'll give him that. He has a simpling. I know you niggas beyond that shit, but he can simp on this girl. Because she's probably doing him right. Look at that. Look at that. Feminine. Oh, and this nigga don't even look big. He don't even look like a big nigga. You know, he looks very tall and lean. Let's see. Who is this guy? Let's see who this guy is. I would laugh. I would love for this dude just to have like a regular day job, and it just proves everything. Oh, he's from Stanford. Okay, this dude. Yeah, he's okay. He's from Stanford. Okay, he's a Stanford alum. Okay. I don't even care what he does for a living. Just by being in Stanford. Oh, okay. He got his link. Okay, he's a smart dude. Look at this. He's a smart dude. Okay. Look at that. Co-founder. He worked at Google as a project manager for 3 months. Class president. And you're saying he's in a fraternity. Okay, you guys probably one of those white boy ones. This dude was on it, like good resume, mathematics major, dual enrolled, and also, wow, artificial. Okay, nice, computer science, artificial intelligence. Yeah, this guy is wow. And I would say that hey, Rebecca Lynn Pope, these are the black men that your husband is saying are everyday brothers. Wow. Smart dude. I kind of feel bad for that. I was kind of expecting him to work a regular day job or some shit, but like this dude really has his shit together, man. Like, and I can kind of bet you that black women pass this dude up. I can fucking bet you black women pass this dude up. let me post this on my group thing. Cause I really gotta. Bill Gates' daughter, boyfriend. Okay, all right, let's go. Let's go. But yeah, this is a well put together dude. All right, so I ain't trying to hear that shit. That did that this nigga should be in jail or he's gay or whatever. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Because one thing I know is that black women aren't doing, if they were serious about finding husbands, you guys are not in these little D1 schools posted up, looking at who goes to who. Yeah, you know, that's one thing black women should be. They should be like trying to be bartenders by these little PWIs or these D1 schools and be like, oh, I'm gonna snag me a computer science guy from Duke University. I'm gonna snag me a doctor from Wake Forest University. I'm gonna snag me a nuclear science engineer at Stanford University. When black women go to college, these bitches are just looking for niggas to sleep with who are Kappas and play football or some shit. and they wonder why they come out of college single. Meanwhile, white women come out of college with a degree and a husband. Explain that shit to me, Rebecca Limpo.
Because their culture teaches them to marry into financial security for a man to be a provider and protector.
That's not true. That's not true. That's actually not even true at all. That is not true. Because the other races understand that, especially when it comes to first generation immigrants, they work together. That's why when you go to places like Houston and you see a struggling Latino family and he's selling flowers at a bridge, his wife, his child are there with him, supporting him, even if he makes no money. That's how hard it is out there. Because they understand that it's no time. It's not a time to be fucking playing in these streets, in this game, in this world. Especially now. Black women, all they fucking care about is fucking partying and drinking mimosas, expecting their husbands or boyfriends to bring home 80,000 or six figures while they work all day and don't show up at home. Get the fuck out of here, man.
It's in their culture.
And really, truth be told, a lot of these foreign men, they understand that they're gonna have to be working class. They understand that they're gonna have to get their hands dirty. And while they do that, they're funding their daughters or their wives to go to college. This whole concept that men need to make this grand old soul of money while women do nothing is a European construct. It's an American construct that is guaranteed to fail. And that's why it is failing now. That's why you can't go nowhere. You can't do anything. That's why these dudes are stressed the fuck out. They're going broke. They're committing suicide and all this shit. If you legitimately think that a man's purpose in America is to pay all the fucking bills with no motherfucking help from his own wife, you are fucking crazy, especially in this economy to where you can be homeless overnight. You are motherfucking crazy.
So, I'm in the gym the other morning. I'm on the treadmill.
Don't tell me about a gay
Black
dude.
men working out all around. I look, paying attention.
Let me guess. Somebody's gay.
A good third to half the black men I see in the gym are gay.
Did you try going to the library? Did you try going to a local college? Did you try actually going to your business sponsors and just checking them out? You ever see the black men that work there? You go to one little fuck ass gym that you assume the niggas are gay because they're playhousing. They're roughhousing with each other. That's nigga shit. That's what men do in the gym. It ain't like we can touch and roughhouse with the girls. If we could, we would go to jail. So you over here not even reading social cues of how men interact, especially muscular men. That's just them playing around. That doesn't mean that they're fucking gay.
Ladies and that's not my...
And granted, this is her attraction because she's expecting to find attractive guys in the gym. She's not expecting attractive men in college or in the library or in in the military. Come on. I'm pretty sure you're near a fucking army base or something. What, you can't find black officers or some shit? You can't find black sergeants, whatever. You're telling me you went to one little fuck ass gym, probably the YMCA for Christ's sake, and you're crying that these dudes are gay. Get the fuck out of here.
Everywhere I look, it is gay black men.
So what?
It doesn't matter why. We can talk about why. You can go into all the whys, ladies. It doesn't matter. I'm on the phone with my therapist this week. I'm saying to her, I've never been more happy. I'm in such a great place.
Did these gay men do anything bad to her? I'm kind of shocked that she brought up gay men on one day in the gym, and all of a sudden we're now on the topic of her seeing her therapist. Does this woman just read entitlement or something? Like, what the fuck?
So much peace and balance, and Carrie pays 95% of the bills. I've never been in a place where I did not have the financial pressure. I am provided for and taken care of. I still work, but I'm not under the pressure I was previously. And I said, Dr. Pam, that's my therapist. Dr. Pam, is this how white women feel? When a man is paying all the bills, I've never been here before. I'm just being honest with y'all. I've been 50-50. I've done my part. I've done more than my part. Y'all have been in course with me. I've been honest.
And that's on your accord. If you went 50-50 with a man that you was truly in love with and you chose to fuck it up, that's on you. Now, I can bet you before you met your husband, you was perfectly fine, attracted, and getting with dudes who were 50-50 or expecting you to pay the tab. You were sexually attracted to those dudes. Your husband was a last place nigga. I don't know. I don't give a damn what he does. He was a last place nigga.
I've paid 90% of the bills. I've been paying all the bills at tons in different marriages. I've been in all the...
On you. You know, but hey, no one's really giving educated lames a chance. No one's giving non-select guys a chance. And I can bet you those guys that she was with were 6'3" dudes, were tall, muscular, in and out of prison, not as educated, and she was twiddling her fucking thumbs like, stomping her feet on the floor. Why was someone that I didn't know was in my house? Why was another woman in my house? She better not be in my bed. Why wasn't she wearing my clothes and shit? That's on you. You signed up for that shit.
Situations. It's the first time in my life that a man is taking care of me. Thank you, Carrie Anthony.
That's not his responsibility, man. In America, I mean, if you was living somewhere where the economics were peaceful, stable, you weren't in a constant fear about not losing your job, not having a job, and all this bullshit, I can see men paying all of everything. But in this chaotic environment, it's fucking mind-boggling. Like, it's fucking crazy. And then even with that, there is still that insecurity. There is still that distrust that she might destroy the relationship. That she might divorce you.
But I said, this is the reality for a lot of other women. This is the reality for a lot of Latin women, a lot of white women.
That is not the reality of Latin women, and that is not the reality of white women. Stop that bullshit. Shit. You guys, you black women will go to a retiree's household and oh my god, like really truth be told, a lot of these women are working. I know a white family that the guy is retired. He's a retired Coca-Cola manager or whatever. 35 years in. His wife works. I think she's probably like a business consultant or something. And this dude fucking at least for the summer probably makes what, 300 or 400 a day selling ice cream cones for like 50 cents or like $1.25 or something. If his wife was black and if he was black too, his wife would tell him to go fucking find another job. Fuck your retirement. And what you doing ain't shit. So I'm really not even trying. I'm not in the mood for this princess shit. I'm not in the mood for it. It's a chaotic America out there. And if you really think a dude is really gonna pay there's enough money out there, there's enough opportunities out there where I will grant a dude to pay 100% of a fucking full-size family, you are the dumbest bitch in the world.
This is what it feels like to not have the financial burdens of a household on you.
It's called adulting. It's called adulting. All right, shit. Let me put that in. You know, I'm not even gonna really bother because I know she ain't reading. I know she's intentionally not reading the shit, or she only has like a time frame. Like, you know, there's some. Usually the comments that are like 4 weeks ago or sooner aren't really getting her attention. So I'm not even bothering. Plus, she doesn't really reply to fucking comments. She just likes them or not. So my comment is not made to be liked.
Right now, I'm at my best. I don't wake up stressed.
This is the entitlement of like every black woman is going to be granted this grand oso lifestyle, and then black men will have to magically be blissfully unaware of the economic social crisis in America. And we just have to fucking man the fuck up, work tirelessly, and then she will just be a princess and magically assume a femininity that was, one, A, never taught to her, and B, she would have to conjure up in her head. You really think your salary is worth even experimenting with that type of shit? I don't know.
I'm able to lean into my feminine. I am cooking and healthy and watching, monitoring the things.
It's like black women will have like one fucking bad day and they really expect you to fix it. Oh my god, I had to pay $6,000 on actually $600, for rent, and we had to split it, or the bills were just so ridiculous. I gotta pay this little fee. I gotta do this. Oh my god, so the fuck what? It's called adulting. It's called being an adult. All you guys want to do is fucking play around and shit. And it's like it's too fucking chaotic. I would give Keisha in the hood more credit and more realistic to deal with, because at least they know about hard times and understanding struggle and shit like that. Unlike these bitches here. These females who expect to be living in luscious lifestyles, half the world's gone to shit and they don't even fucking care.
Family helping to take care of kids.
I can bet you Rebecca Lynn Pope is so blissfully unaware. She probably don't even know that there's a war between Russia and Ukraine. That's probably as delusional as she is.
With his health and his food and I'm ease and flow and things are just so amazing. And I began to think, and my therapist said to me, she says, Rebecca, you're experiencing something that very few black women will ever experience.
I mean, she's a high middle class woman who is just teaching life courses and bullshit marriage tips. Her husband, I don't know, is doing something. But regardless, they're living in a pretty decent lifestyle. Look at the interior of her SUV. It's clean, spot on. It's probably a rental. But not everybody can be in the fucking high and middle class. That's a reality. I mean, come on, not even all the white people are in a good rut. Well, let's look this up. Let's look this up, because I got time today. I got fucking time today. So how many the average white household, not after, that's an average white household income. And that's just fucking sad. And granted, most of the time, because we're not even homeowners, and we're behind a couple decades. Median, average. So with the average, I would say the dude is probably making which isn't really that bad, but it's lagging behind because a lot of wealth was stolen. Mining. And there is no demographic into where, black workers are paid the same as a white worker. Actually, this is the public administration is the only demographic on average that a black person will outperform a white worker. Interesting. I wonder why. But yep, all others were like lagging behind by a couple hundred. But yeah, I forgot what I was trying to look up. The average white household. How much does the average white man make? 51. Okay. The average black family makes about 45,000. The median income for a single race, non-Hispanic black, okay, meaning half of the households headed by a single race black person. Okay. I thought it was something like a single mom or some shit. I mean, is it? So what's the issue? So if the average black household is making 48,000, what are you gonna say the issue is? That black men aren't working hard enough? When I just showed you, on average, black workers are being cut, at least probably like $300. Or I also know probably like 150. Yeah, about $200 from their white counterparts. But again, this is Rebecca Lynn Pope's kind of stupid argument that every black woman deserves to be rich and live in pristine conditions. And I'm like, it's a reality of America. Some people are just going to be average. Some people are just going to be working class, the way everybody has to work. There's really no fucking shame into that. I don't understand that shit. You know, you're living in a terrible economic crisis. Oh my God, God forbid a black woman has to put down $600 for bills. God forbid that shit. When she has a man in the house, get the fuck out of here, man.
Are experiencing what very few black women will ever experience. This is from a therapist. My therapist is in her 50s. She's been a therapist for over 30 years. She is so experienced, so wisdom, knowledge, woman of God. She's amazing. And if you reverse engineer what she's saying, ladies, she's saying to you what I'm saying. If you are a black woman and you want to be married and you want to lean into your feminine, and you want to be more provided for, not to say you don't work, you guys know how hard I work. My money is now going into investments. My money is able to go into savings. We're able to do so much more with my money if Carrie's paid 95% of the bills. It's a partnership.
And it's a partnership that is destined to fucking fail. If the dude is gonna pay 100%, and God forbid he loses a job, you're probably not even gonna respect his ass. And you're probably just gonna dip, use your money to move however you want to, and then he's the sore loser at the end. I just don't understand why women in America have to be such a fucking child with their fucking money, and literally you have to literally pull their arm and their leg to even fucking help out with anything. If the dude wants to pay on all the bills and handle everything, that's fine. I'm not even gonna trip that. If you want You know, have your woman live like she early retired. Fine. But my issue is that you have a woman who has never sweat in her life, trying to act like every black woman needs to be just like her. I'm like, it's not possible. You know, you have people. You're trying to use your little high affluent lifestyle and apply it to the average working class, low end black neighborhood. I'm like, sorry, Keisha is not gonna have your lifestyle. It's not happening. I'm just kind of so tired of these little bourgeoisie bitches always wanting to upnose black men for being in the working class, and then talking about you should be making more, you should be doing X, Y, Z, and I'm like, I'm doing the fucking best in a community where there's fucking nothing. What the fuck you expect me to do? There's literally nothing in the community. There's nowhere to fucking go. There's nothing for black boys to do. There's no gainful in fucking employment. You know, you do the X, Y, Z that your fucking teachers and your mentors told you to do in school, and then when you do that shit, there's still nothing there. I don't even think black women even give much of a fucking thought of how hard it is out there for black men. And let them tell it. Let them tell it. Oh no, it's just black men, they're just being shiftless. Oh no. It's just black men, they just don't care about nothing. And I'm just like, don't do this shit. I'm like, do not do this shit, man.
You are a black woman right now. You watch this video on YouTube and you decide that I really do want to be married, Rebecca. One, this is what I said the other night in class. Please pray and open your heart to ask God to help you go beyond dating black men. You have to open up your options. To love and be loved is one of the biggest blessings in the whole wide world. And ladies, listen, you can say, Rebecca, I want a black man. I want a black man. I don't want to date other Rebecca. I want a black man. That's fine. I'm married to a black man. I am not denying you a black man. I'm not. But I'm simply saying is that if you've been barking up that tree and that's not flowing for you and you don't have a ring on your finger and you're dating and the options you're getting are not marriage material, I'm saying that it is better for you to be loved by a good man rather than just a black man. I'm saying it is not meant for you as a woman to keep navigating life by yourself, paying all the bills by yourself, the pressure of independent single women. I just had lunch with my new friend, Dr. Iyabo. And she said, black men are black men. She's from Africa. And she said she's married to a white man now.
Good
and
for
she
her.
said, it ain't no different with the African.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, please tell us how African men ain't shit either. I've been dying for that. And please tell me how this simp ass white savior was dumb enough to pay all the bills, be a happy little man slave, and he probably gets sex like what? On her terms. But, God forbid if he asks for sex on his terms, the way he likes it. Yeah, I don't care.
It's still the BS. We have a cultural issue, guys. cultural issue. And if you want to be married, let me stay on point. If you want to be married, I am giving you my best advice, that the love of a good man doesn't matter if he's green.
The thing is that if you think black women are unforgiving and not willing to waver to date non-select black men, black nerds, educated lames, why would he be open to date white men? You can get African women to do this easier, and even Caribbean women, but African American women are pretty dead set. Like I said, they're not going nowhere. And I think it's really just because of the sex that it's the way, it's the emotional attachment, it's the style, it's the rigor, it's the tenacity, it's the intensity, it's the drama, it's the love-hate relationship, the baby boyism that black men specifically have, and black women cannot let that go. They can't let it go. And other races don't bring that type of drama or intensity in the bedroom, or even emotionalism that could lead to the bedroom. That's why I'm not worried about black women going anywhere. They ain't going nowhere, man.
Purple, yellow. It doesn't matter if he is daggone fuchsia. I would rather you as a woman know what it is to be loved and cared and provided for than to stay out here navigating life all by yourself, waiting for a black man when they are few and far between. Those of you who are good men, black men, we love you and appreciate you. I'm not putting down black men, Aunt Weezy 86. I'm simply speaking about real life and real statistics, real numbers. There's not enough black men. You want to know why black women are the least married demographic?
Let me answer it. It is because they choose to be single. It's because they are they're uncoachable. They're not cooperative. But mostly is that they choose not to be married because they view marriage as slavery. It is not because men are players or because they're gay or because they're broke or whatever. It is mostly and truly just by black women refusing to be married by their own accord, by their own choice.
Because there's not enough marriage material black men. If you are a woman, and black women are some of the most high achieving demographics of women on people on earth. Black women are pursuing next level education. Every black woman I know is got multiple degrees, graduate degrees, constantly pursuing goals, education, income, taking courses, trying to improve themselves. And at the end of the day, where are black men at? Where are they doing the work to make themselves marriage material? Because now the stakes are even higher. As black women have come into understanding of healing and emotional intelligence, now we don't only want a marriage material black man, you want an emotionally intelligent black man. Somebody who's doing their work too, spiritually, emotionally. Where they at? When I say that black men are in crisis, I'm not exaggerating. Ladies, our black men need therapy. They need deep healing work. They need generational healing work.
All right. Okay, so I kind of want to finish. I might have to make the next part a part 3 because this gotten kind of longer than I thought. I didn't really expect to be doing videos kind of for 4 fucking hours, low key. You know, I really wanted to do some studying, but again, this is a lot of generalization of black men are just lazy, ain't doing shit, ain't providing, have no interest, and I'm fucking tired of that shit, man. Tired of it. I'm tired of it. We're always being chastised for not working hard enough, but when reality, a lot of our achievements, a lot of our work is unappreciated, even by women, because women aren't at the coal mines with us. They're not. The women are not with us in our workplaces. They're not seeing the sacrifices. They're not seeing the toll that the work does to us. And you have women like this who just sit around oblivious to the world. Gas prices is fucking damn nearly $4. Gas prices could be $8, and she would still be looking like this and talking like this and expecting her husband to pay for everything. And I can bet you her husband will break every bone in his body just so she can not miss anything in her regular routine schedule. I can bet you that. I can bet you that. But you know, I'm closing this video because I went through an hour. But we'll catch up next time on the later third of the video.